Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Breaking Bad. Last time on Breaking Bad, we had Hermanos, where basically... God damn, I never remember what happens. Gus was called in for a couple questions by the police / the DEA, and while everyone seems to be okay with Gus, Hank still has his doubts. And so he goes to Walt to drive him to Los Pollos Hermanos, and he's like, hey, attach this tracker to Gus's car. And Walt starts kind of freaking out about this. He's like, oh, I hope they don't think I'm betraying them. And he does actually talk to Gus, like, I haven't done it. And Gus is like, do it. Just, it's fine. Go do it. And then he does. But they realize that, Gus and Mike realize that Hank is really just going rogue at this point, so it's nothing really to worry about. However, it could become a problem if there is also a problem with the cartel. So if there is like a war with the cartel and Hank notices, this could be pretty bad, actually. Then we got a flashback to Gus's origins with his hermanos, basically. The other half of Los Pollos Hermanos, and how they initially met the cartel, and how the other guy died, basically, and how Gus is basically like, yeah, see where I am now, though? Fuck you people, basically. So yeah, that was pretty much that. It was all good and all cool. We are moving on into episode 9 of season 4. Man, how time flies. So I'll be very curious to see where we're going in this one. Again, we could be possibly, as we've said over the past couple episodes, we might be building up to the death of Gus, but I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll definitely have to see. But yeah, with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into this episode of Breaking Bad. Here we go. Okay, someone's bleeding. Someone's bleeding all over the place. Oh, onto shoes. Someone got a bloody nose or something? Oh, okay, that's more than a bloody nose. Oh, no. Don't do that. Don't give me a season 2 bear in the pool intro. Especially when it's episode 9. You can't just start this now. Alright, whose shoes were those? It was Walt. Okay.
What the hell? Look at this. Bump, 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 bump. That's work. That's home. That's work. That's home.
That's it. That's all he goes to.
Those 2 places every day, all week. It's unbelievable.
Nowhere else.
Oh, guy, this clean's got to be dirty. What's the play here, buddy? How do I get this guy?
I mean, it's not even like he doesn't even like go to Walmart or anything.
You gotta inhale, by the way.
No. If you're gonna make that convincing.
Oh man, don't you have enough cancer already?
What does it matter? We're both dead men anyway.
Is he just like done? At this point, I honestly don't blame him if he's just done.
You turning a profit?
We're coming close. Give us another month or two and, yeah, we'll be there. All of this to say, maybe you could start thinking about an exit strategy.
I mean, technically he is. She wants him to get out. Why does he have another tracker?
Pollos Hermanos has a main distribution center. It's not far from town. The place is huge. I mean, I'm looking at it online right now. It's a big warehouse and rows of these poultry buildings. Or
Soon he will probably, in the near future, take a ride out to a certain distribution center to look around for things.
So, a hand wax for you today? Okay, great. Please give this to your car care professional. And the Black Explorer? Well,
Huh.
of course we could shampoo your floor mats, but really, deluxe detailing is the best bang for your buck.
I don't
and
think that's how that works, Skylar. I don't think that's how that works. Oh, shit.
Okay.
It's Ted Beneke.
Oh my god.
Come down and say hi.
Wow. Well, hello.
So, you want to get soapy?
You look great.
Or is that too weird?
An audit? Wait, an audit
Wait, for what?
tomorrow? This is the CID. The criminal division.
Oh, shit.
How the books got the way they are, maybe there's some way you could, undo what's in there.
You want me to uncook your books?
Maybe
Uncook.
there's some...
My signatures
They're
are
in.
all over those books.
That means she's in there.
I'm accountable, not you. You know, I don't want you to worry, okay?
Oh my god, this is the worst possible thing.
I mean, he's the reason for all this. You're right.
Oh.
It's only logical for him.
They're cleaning the facility.
Oh, dude.
That's it.
If something were to happen to the man, would you have a problem with that?
Jesse? No.
Who really cares what I think?
That's also true. Wow! Okay. Good job, Mike. Guess what are you doing? Ooh. He missed. What the hell is he doing? They could have gotten him by this point. Oh, look at how badass this man is. What now? What you gonna do? Oh my god. That was ballsy, man. Good job, Gus.
Diga eso. Que la respuesta
Oh,
es
shit.
sí.
The answer is yes.
The cartel needs Gus. His distribution network. They're not looking to kill him.
Yeah.
The rest of us are like open season. Is he doing anything about that? Or do we just keep hanging out for target practice while he's...
That's enough.
Enough.
Yeah.
You got questions? Ask him yourself.
Meh. Yeah. I would not want to do that. I don't want to question Gus.
Oh, I am so sorry I am late. I got lost. Hey, Ted.
Sky.
Mwah.
What are you
This
wearing?
building is so confusing. And he always sends in an electronic payment, which personally I hate because I'm a real paper person. But Mr. Keller is one of the environmental people. So
Is this your
anyway,
plan?
since there wasn't a physical... When I input everything into the Quicken, nothing flashed red, so that's got to mean it's okay, right?
This is a shitty plan.
You used Quicken to manage books for a business this size.
I did. Oh, do you guys use that here? Because it is the best. It's like having a calculator on your computer.
Oh.
Oh, well, I haven't had any training per se. I've always been naturally good with numbers. Got a good instinct for them.
This is the play.
All falling into place now.
Nah. You hired a moron.
That's why I just have
That's
to
the
ask.
story she's telling.
I'm not, really clear about what happened in there.
Right?
And was good news. Ignorance of the law doesn't equate to criminality. It equates to ignorance. Look,
Ignorance
pay
of
your
the
back
law.
taxes,
Yeesh.
pay the penalties.
Oh, now he's there.
Come in.
He's just there. You ever just been scared?
What am I doing here?
So he didn't come of his own accord. Gus summoned him.
Can you cook Walter's formula?
Ooh.
What? Walter's formula. Can you produce this product without any help? Alone?
He can, actually.
Because circumstances with the cartel are untenable.
And I need your help. I need you to help prevent an all-out war. Now, if you
This is different.
answer the question.
Oh. Oh, jeez. I mean, yeah, he can actually. Doesn't look quite as good, but apparently it's good. We've had that before. Oh. He put a tracker on Jesse's car. Yeah, that went to Gus's house.
Word has come down that they want me to go to Mexico. There's some sort of war. Anyway, they've been holding them off, but
They want Jesse to go.
I'm supposed to go to Mexico and teach a bunch of cartel chemists how to cook a batch of blue. You know, and Gus doesn't
Interesting.
trust you, so Mr. White, look, I need your help. Okay, maybe you could like coach me or something.
Ooh,
You know,
but
or
then...
you can, like, give me some notes. Mr. White.
But then if he does that,
So you saw Gus?
and you didn't kill him...
What? No.
Why are
You weren't at Gus's house last night.
Ah, shit, the tracker.
Look, there was just this one big pot of stew, okay? He just made this one big pot, and we both ate from it. What was I supposed to do? Poison myself?
2 hours and 18 minutes, and you couldn't figure out a way to give it to him.
He never left the room!
Are you lying, little shit?
Oh, come
One
on.
thing to do.
How did you know I was at his house last night? Were you following me?
Tracker. He put a tracker on your car.
This. Go to Mexico and screw up like I know you will, and wind up in a barrel somewhere.
Oh, damn! Oh, that looked like it hurt. Oh, shit. Oh, okay, it's a fight. Oh, God. This is the intro with the blood. Someone's getting slammed into that glass table. Oh! What, is anyone gonna get slammed into the glass table? It's there for a reason. Oh! Another altercation. Oh! Okay, there it is. It didn't break, but still. That was a good move, actually. Oh!
Can you walk? Get the fuck out of here and never come back.
Oh, shit. Oh, no. So, that wedge you were talking about a few episodes ago? And that's it, isn't it? Yep. Okay. Whoo, boy. Oh, boy, oh, boy. That... Oh... That was a fight. That was a fight. Jeez Louise. They are done. They are so done. Oh, God. I mean... You understand where Walt is coming from, where it's like, yes, Jesse says, like, oh, he wanted to know if I can cook because I need to go down to Mexico. At the same time, Walt does have a point that you've basically just confirmed that you can take my place, Still, bugging his car like that, putting the tracker on his car, because he doesn't trust him. After all that's happened, After everything that has happened over 4 seasons, Walt does not trust him. Oh, man. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm exhausted. Especially after a fight like that. Oh my gosh. Oh, my voice is also getting a little scratchy, so... Okay. So, let's talk about the episode. The first thing I wrote down is the tracker, the original tracker on Gus's car. So, you know, they had the whole thing of Gus putting it on one of the, like just something outside of Los Pollos in order to, you know, make sure that, he never, you know, was actually, you know, being tracked going to the facility. But still, it is interesting that it's like, yeah, he never goes anywhere else, you know, for a week. That is a bit suspicious. That is a bit suspicious that he doesn't go anywhere else, like not to Target, not out to eat, nothing. So it's like, on the one hand, they did it correctly, where it's like, okay, well, he's not going anywhere else, so that shouldn't raise suspicion. On the other hand, he's not going anywhere else, so that raises Hank's suspicion even more, you know? So there is that. Okay, I wrote down who cares. When Walt was saying, you know, like, who really cares? We're both dead anyway, you know? It's like, it feels like Walt's sort of, you know, and I guess it could have been that, Walt was, you know, just sort of saying it for the camera, but they could still hear him, you know? They could still hear him. I mean, they couldn't hear him, excuse me. They couldn't hear him because he was specifically... They were still talking about, you know, killing Gus, you know? Like, oh, I'll do it and stuff like that. So, it's not that he was really saying that for the camera, but that was an interesting thing where he's like, you know, it doesn't matter. We're dead anyway, you know, no matter what. No matter what happens, we're dead, you know? It's like, it's either going to be the cancer or it's going to be Gus, for him at least, you know? So, there is that. I wrote down one job. Not that he had one job, but Skylar wants him to have one job. Which, you know, again, that is, that sort of goes back to the whole I am the danger speech he gave. And stuff like that, where it's like, you know, what sort of job do you think I have? Or like when he talks about this with Saul, it's like, you know, my wife thinks that I just go to this lab and I put on my white lab coat and I just do some work and I come home. But it's not like that, you know? Like, he can't just leave, you know? Especially, and he has told her before, it's like, look, I just, you know, if I leave, this entire thing goes down the drain, you know? This entire business is just completely gone without me. I cannot just leave, you know? So again, it is Skylar being like, oh, well, you know, maybe you could, because she wants him to get out of it, you know? She wants him to take the $7 million and run, basically, because she doesn't want him to get in any more trouble. But at the same time, she does not realize that it's just not possible for him to get out that easily, you know? Alright. Oh, I noticed the people are done mowing the lawn next door. So great that they decided to do that in the middle of the episode. Anyway. But yeah. Also, and I didn't write this down because I didn't figure out how to write this down, but an interesting thing where, you know, Skylar was saying like, oh, you know, we're almost turning a profit. But it almost feels like what she's doing at the cash register, where she's she's basically writing up receipts, but no one's there, you know? And it's like, well, okay, how does that work? I mean, if there's no actual credit card that's paying for that, although maybe all these are, I guess if they would be cash, maybe that works, you know? I mean, it smells like a recipe for disaster, especially with bringing in Ted Beneke's audit, you know? With bringing that in, like, with bringing that in, like, it feels like it's a bad idea, you know? But she is trying her damnedest, basically, to get this to work, you know? She's trying to make this $7 million a year make sense for this one car wash, you know? It almost feels like they... Okay, you know what it feels like? They need something like Los Pollos. Like, they need multiple places, you know? Because that's the thing, is that Gus does launder the money, basically, through 14 different restaurants, you know? So them trying to launder... And granted, they're laundering, you know, a fraction of the money that Gus makes, basically. You know, it's a small fraction, but still, you know, they... To put it all into one car wash is a bit of a trick. So... But good luck trying to buy something else and not, you know, catch a few eyes. Which, I should mention, you guys did tell me that, I guess this would have been like a couple episodes back now, with buying the car and having to return it and, you know, saying, you know, oh, what would the neighbors say? And of course I was sitting here like a dumbass saying like, screw the neighbors, don't let them, you know, whatever. But you guys did have a good point that, yes, it does still seem weird. Which, I mean, I feel like I did say that, but yeah. And you guys also brought up, you know, Hank and Marie and, you know, the IRS and everything. And yes, that is true. I hope I probably made it sound like I wasn't really thinking about that. But yes, you guys are right. So there is that. So yeah. We had the facility, which was interesting, cleaning up the facility, because they were getting ready for Hank to show up, which we didn't get in this episode. Maybe we'll get that next episode. But yeah, he found the facility and he is on his way. And that's the thing, is this is sort of a perfect storm that's brewing, is the issues with the cartel as well as the issues with Hank, you know? So, yeah, it's all pretty crazy. Oh, excuse me. We have the audit. That was pretty nuts. That, I mean, you know, Ted Beneke shows up and it's like, oh gosh, Ted's back. Like, what are they gonna do? Are they gonna start fucking in the soap? Is that it? Oh, that's terrible. But anyway, but yeah. So yeah, it's like, oh man, Ted's back. We haven't seen Ted in so long. What's he back for? And it's like, oh, it's an audit. Like, that's not good. That is not good indeed. And man, I didn't even realize that. Yeah, it's like, not only is this bad for him, you know, facing, you know, felony charges and everything, but this means that they would be monitoring everyone involved in this, including Skylar, who is currently laundering money through her brand new car wash. So yeah, I did honestly get a little tense. Like, how are they gonna do this? But it's also interesting. So when she showed up in that outfit, I was like, okay, what are we doing here? What is the angle we're playing? And then, you know, she, you know, gets close to show the guy the thing. And I was like, is her plan seduction? Is that it? And it's like, no, that doesn't, how does that'd be a dumb plan. But she actually goes with ignorance, which is interesting. Ignorance of the law. You can't be criminalized for that, at least. At least, you know, not in the way they were going to criminalize them. So it was basically just... And it basically just took away the criminal charges, but Beneke still has to pay all that money back, you know? But that was an interesting strategy, going in and being just basically playing the, you know, the ditzy blonde who doesn't have actual experience, And the guy bought it, and that's the thing when, like earlier in the season when Skylar's like, lying doesn't come as naturally to me as it does to you. It's like, are you kidding me? You are an incredible liar. Both you and your sister are incredible liars. It's amazing, honestly. But that's her not wanting to see off her high horse, but whatever. It was an interesting angle. It just took a minute to be like, okay, what angle is she playing, And I like even when they walk out, Ted's like, I'm not sure what angle that was. It's like, I don't know what you were doing, but I guess it worked, So yeah, I like that. It's a good way of getting out of, suspicion, basically. And, when Ted got back into his car, I was thinking, like, maybe she could, like, he needs the money. It's like, maybe she could pay for the car for Junior. Like, buy the car for Junior for $600,000. Like, there's no car worth $600,000, you moron. Especially not that car, Not that old thing. So, it was like a train of thought that immediately went nowhere, basically. So yeah. Let's see. We did have the shootout at the facility, which was very interesting. That one poor guy just got killed, and luckily Mike was able to save Jesse, but still, that was crazy. And I like even Mike. Yeah, it's moments like that where, when Mike is like, what are you doing? That's not, you shouldn't be doing this, even to Gus. And it's like, man, those got to be pretty tense moments even for him, or when like Gus surprises him too, like when he killed Victor, So that was pretty crazy. Him just going out, arms out, like he's Moses or someone, just being like, yeah, come at me, scrub lord, I'm ripped. Oh, man, what I would give to hear Gus say that. Come at me, scrub lord, I'm ripped. Someone, if he ever goes to a convention, obviously after the Backstreet Boys reunion tour, if someone could, like, ask him to be like, hey, could you say, come at me, scrub lord, I'm ripped, as Gus? Like, if you could say that, that'd be amazing. Like, I want to hear him say that, But we do get that Gus is having to cave to the demands of the cartel, which is interesting. He has to cave to the cartel. He answered yes to the ultimatum, and the answer, I thought it was, just to kill Heisenberg, but no, it is not that. It is instead that they want half of his production, including they want to know how to cook their own blue meth. That is why he asked Jesse if he could cook, which technically he can, yes, because we had an episode earlier where he did make his own version of blue meth, and while Walt said, like, oh, well, it doesn't look right, it's too cloudy, Gus even said, like, well, reports from my men say that it was pretty much like 99% the same thing, So yes, Jesse technically can make his own meth, basically. So yeah, it'll be interesting. I mean, but now Jesse has to go to Mexico and teach them, which he can't really teach them. He can barely cook it himself, but he cannot actually teach them. And so he has a lot of concerns there. And that dinner was tense, And I like, even with Jesse kind of getting, like, emotional and stuff, Gus still just has command of the room, He's so intimidating. Oh, it's amazing. Even with Jesse standing his ground, Which, I mean, we've had that before, like with the other two guys that employed the kid, when it's like, shake hands and just move on. And Jesse's like, no. I actually like when Jesse does sort of stand up to Gus, So that was pretty interesting. But yes, Walt does have a good point that technically, yes, you have confirmed that if Walt died, you could take over. But I do think that what Gus is saying is genuine, It's like, yeah, we are going to have to send you to Mexico to teach them. So yeah, that's pretty rough, That's pretty rough. And then, yeah, the whole fight between them, like, geez, that's a pretty major falling out. They've had their fallings out. Is it fallings out or falling outs? I guess it's falling outs. They've had their differences before, you know, and I don't know, have they ever fought on the show before? I don't think so. Yeah, oh, you know, I feel like maybe they did once. Like, maybe they had some sort of a fight once, but I can't remember what episode it was. You guys can help me in the comments, but yeah, that was a pretty big fight there. Like, I feel like there was a fight in the RV, but I don't remember. But yeah, that was a pretty big fight, and now, I mean, it seems like, you know, oh, the two of them might be, you know, done, but at least until Jesse goes to Mexico, they still have to work together, so that'll be very interesting. So yeah, things are getting really tense here in Breaking Bad. We've got it's 4 more episodes, isn't it? Yeah. We've got 4 more episodes, and I'm very curious to see where we are going in those 4 episodes. But yeah, I mean, that's basically it. Yeah, I'm just very excited to see where we're going. So yeah, with all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch more of my Breaking Bad reactions, you can click on the playlist, you can subscribe if you haven't done that already, and be sure you hit that notification bell. You can support me on Patreon and follow me on social media, links below in the description. See you guys later.